Jai Mata. Charanam Sharanam Ramambige. Charanam Sharanam Trayambage. To know the Avatar as God Himself is the knowledge that saves during the advent of God on earth. To love Him, to adore Him, to constantly remember Him, and to dedicate oneself to His cause, Devakarya. This is the yoga, the easiest pathway to salvation during the advent of Saguna Brahman. Doors to deliverance are opened when God moves on earth as the Avatar, Divine Mother. An epoch-making event in Mother's mission was the building of the Sree Rama Devi Mandir at Trichur. As mentioned earlier, my mother, in her devotion to Divine Mother, had given the land for the Mandir in 1953. Step by step, the edifice was built up, and when the main part of the shrine was finished, a small altar was installed with a beautiful picture of Divine Mother. Two exquisite pictures of Sri Rama and Sri Krishna were kept on either side of Mother's picture. In his ardent devotion and absolute conviction of Mother's divinity, my husband, with the cooperation of other devoted disciples, started daily pujas as in a temple in the shrine in 1954. It was a unique event in those early days of Mother's ministry. Periodic visits by Mother inspired us to start various spiritual programs, the most prominent of which was Nama Yajnas. Though Mother laid great stress on meditation and bhajan, in those days it was the ambrosia of Ramnam that flowed from her. Akhanda Ramanama Yajna became a constant feature in the mandir and in the homes of devotees. It culminated in a 41 days yajna when Ramanam was chanted day and night with devotees losing themselves in the ecstasy of the name. The chanting of Ramanam reached its zenith with the installations of the Vigraha of Sri Rama and Sri Krishna in the Trivandrum and Trichur Mandirs. Divine Mother then said, at Trichur and Trivandrum, the chanting of Ramanam became such a vitalizing force that the forms of Sri Rama and Sri Krishna had to manifest. Nama brought the Rupa. Such an installation may not happen again in the mission. The beautiful idols were placed on either side of Mother's picture. The installation was done by Mother herself in a solemn and sacred manner on March 4, 1958. Devotees from different centers came to join the wonderful event. The Prema Bhava of divine motherhood manifested in Mother when she adorned the idols, talked to them, caressed them, and then performed the Abhisheka for the idols. In the bhava of the worshipper, she prayed to the deities to bless all who came to worship her. Innumerable were the bhavas we were fortunate to see. One day the Mahabhava of Durga came our mother and standing in the shrine she declared, let not anyone be deluded into thinking that it is the picture of a human being that is here between the two idols. It is Durga Devi who has descended to this world. She is the annihilator of the demon of Ahangara, Mahishasura, and of the demon Raktabija. She has made her advent seated on the lion Dharma. Surrender to Devi who is enthroned here with the Satya Dharma Swarupa of Sri Rama on her right and with the Prema Swarupa of Sri Krishna on her left. To whomsoever who realizes this truth and surrenders to her in this blessed shrine with bhakti and faith, to them she will grant dharma, artha, kama, moksha. This is the truth, truth. This great declaration was an avowal of the truth of her advent. All those gathered were felt the power of the Almighty Devi, and prayers rose up in a crescendo. Never before had such a unique declaration come, proclaiming the power of a consecrated shrine. Later we came to know that someone in the crowd had wondered how a human being's photo could be placed between the idols of Sri Rama and Sri Krishna. Mother must have divined that doubt and responded with the declaration of her godhood. Mother stayed on at Trichur for yet another month before leaving for Mangalore on the 16th of April. Each day of her stay revealed the different facets of her divinity. In the power of divine motherhood, we were as children cradled in that all-embracing love. Then the call Amma, Amma reverberated from each heart. In that expression of her love, the idols of Sri Rama and Sri Krishna were to mother her divine children. At other times, in the imperious bhavas of Lalitambiga or Mahakali, the call to surrender emanated with the assurance that whatever the sins committed, she would absolve and grant mukti. Blessed indeed were those days, and thrice blessed those who realized the truth of the Advent. Mother was invited once again to the Bhadrakali temple, where thousands of devotees had gathered. There too the call to surrender came thus: I am the Mahakali, who have worshipped through the ages. Descending from that bhava, the blissful prema bhava of Lalitambika enveloped us. Shortly before Mother left for Mangalore, she was invited to bless the Jnanananda Ashrama with her presence. The ashram was about 16 miles away from Trichur. Mother was given a rousing reception there by Swami Jnanananda Saraswati, who had invited Mother. Swamiji was well known for his great wisdom and learning and had many followers. The ashram was crowded with devotees from nearby places, all invited by Swamiji to meet Mother. Swamiji was one of the great ones who recognized Mother's supreme nature. During the soul-inspiring bhajan that followed, Mother was in the bhava of Lalitambiga, and Swamiji paid tribute to Mother with great devotion. To bless saints and sannyasins was also a destined avadaric work. Showering her benediction on all, Mother came away. Monday, the 14th, was Vishu, a festival of great importance in Kerala. Many devotees were staying in the Mandir itself to get the early morning darshan, the Vishukani of Divine Mother and Sri Rama and Sri Krishna. That Vishu was a very sacred one, for Mother came to the shrine early in the morning to give darshan. Later, sitting on the steps of the shrine, Mother gave coins, the kainitam, to all the devotees, as is usual for Vishu. Later, Mother performed the abhishekas to Sri Rama and Sri Krishna. It was an inspiring and holy sight, and we all felt as if our sins too were washed away in that divine ritual. That was a Vishu that is ever in our hearts. The shrine at Trichur became a place of pilgrimage to many. Sannyasins and devotees on their way to nearby Guruvayur halted there to offer worship. Some later told us with great emotion, we have been to many shrines in our wanderings, but never before have we experienced the dynamic presence of God as in this shrine. Great bhaktas came to sing before the shrine, Others took vows and stayed on for many days. Mother once said that for those who undertook penance and other strict vows with utter faith for 41 days at the shrine, the boons of dharma, artha, kama, moksha that Mother had promised would be granted. And there were many instances when that came true. Once, the renowned sage Appanna Swami of Salem came to the mandir with Nochur Swami, who was an ardent devotee of Mother. The Reverend Appanna Swami was a great Siddha Purusha with many followers. The Swami had once seen Mother when she was absorbed in Samadhi. At that time, he had met my husband and taken a great liking to him. Nachur Swami, who was a wonderful singer, sang beautiful songs composed by him, praising Mother as Adi Shakti. We felt her love and power pervading the. Appanna Swami was soon absorbed in deep meditation. We invited the two Swamijis and their followers to our home, and they spent the night there before going to Guruvayur in the morning. Charanam Sharanam Ramambige, Charanam Sharanam Trayambage. Jai Mother.